So in today's episode of What the Hell, Audi, we're back to looking at the red car, and apparently my diagnosis was not correct. Let me flip this around, I'll show you. So if you've been watching this channel for a little while now, you've probably seen the episodes where I thought I had an issue with my mass airflow sensor, and so I was looking for someone to potentially rebuild my RS2 MAF. I currently have an old used RS4 MAF in here, and after swapping to that, everything seemed to be okay. I drove this car 2 hours away to a winter storage facility where I keep it. Just recently drove it back. Everything was fine. Have had no issues, since I changed that. So I figured, okay, all is well. I just took the car out with my wife it's a beautiful day here, beautifully sunny, pleasant weather, windows down. Was going to go just for a nice drive, and got maybe 4 miles in and it started running horribly, like super rich once again, pegging the air fuel gauge, and then to the point where I was just struggling to keep it kind of running at a stoplight. And I was oddly enough, I'm on an incline and I have some wabo in a Ford Bronco that's like right up on my tail, so I can't really, I'm basically having to kind of burn clutch and hold this thing at this spot, because if I let the revs drop too much, it will stall and I may roll back, etc. And one of my parking brake cables is not hooked up, so I wasn't trusting the e-brake. Otherwise I'd be holding the e-brake. So that was exciting, just, getting it back home, and then driving back here, 3.5 miles away. So within about a mile of the house, it just snaps out of it and it's back to basically running like normal. The air fuel gauge is back to bouncing. Like the whole way on the 2-hour journey home back here in this car, it was absolutely fine and running kind of right in the middle, bouncing around normal. Like you put your foot in a little bit, it would go rich as it should, and nothing out of the ordinary. So had no reason to suspect it was going to act up at all. But yeah, that was exciting. So it's becoming somewhat clearer to me that it is something electronic and it's intermittent, and it's almost like it has a little seizure every now and then, like an electronic seizure, and then it throws it into like full rich mode, and then drive it for a bit and it will snap out and you can drive it fine. But if you put your foot into it, it will often go into seizure mode again. So I'm kind of wondering if I have an ECU issue, because I'm not sure what else I'm looking at here. But clearly my problems with this car are not fixed. They've just come back, and frustratingly so. I was hoping to enjoy this and hoping to turn my focus to rebuilding the suspension, but clearly we're back on this. So there you have it for now. Just a quick update of some fun that is yet to come, apparently. So yeah, if you've got any theories, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will never claim to be the absolute expert on anything mechanical here. I've been around them long enough that I'm pretty comfortable, but there are absolutely people out there that know more than I do about these cars. So especially mechanically and electrically, and from a tuning standpoint. So yeah, absolutely welcome any input you might have. Like I said, it's I'm kind of wondering if it's not an ECU thing or something. I'm going to try looking at the ECU fuse, for example, because I think this one might still have an old relay in it. I can't remember if I had changed that or not. So we'll dive in there first, start with some basics, and then if I'm really still scratching my head, we'll be back. But I'll keep y'all posted, so thanks for watching. One other thing real quick before I go, I just noticed when I'm not driving this car, I put it on a battery tender, and I have just plugged that in, and it's immediately going to charging, which is kind of curious to me because I've had this plugged in while sitting in the garage, unplugged it, took it out for a drive, just came home, and I would not expect it in a normal circumstance to be charging. So that makes me question, and historically I know this is especially susceptible to battery voltage and things. I'm wondering if I have a battery issue or alternator issue. The alternator has actually been rebuilt once upon a time, but it's been a minute now. So I think that's the place to start. We're going to look at the charging system and see if it's actually outputting as it should, and then it might be time for a new battery. It could be as simple as that here. They're almost, these cars are basically always on tenders when they're not driven, which does typically help, and it extends the life of the batteries substantially. But I'm kind of wondering now. So anyhow, that's the quick update again. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted.